It's time for the match game. Hollywood Squares. Our with from Dallas, Audrey Landers. Fred Travelina. From the Fall Guy, Marquis Post. Arsenio Hall. Nidra Bolts. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn, John Bauman.
Oh, live ones.
Yeah. And you notice every seat is filled.
Amazing.
Well, we must be a big draw, John.
Apparently, Gene.
Yes. Welcome, one and all, and thank you for showing up here on this rainy day. Nice to have you with us. Shall we have a go at it?
Why not?
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Why don't you host Match Game?
How about doing Hollywood Squares?
Okay.
All right, let's
It's a
begin by
deal.
asking these lovely people to give our stars a big round of applause. Hello, stars! Nice to see all of your bodies.
Some especially, I will say.
You don't think I'm glad to see your body?
How could you be?
I'm glad to see your body.
He doesn't care whose body he sees.
Listen, welcome one and all. Some of you have been here before. Some of you haven't. Let's see. Who's the only new kid on the block is this one here.
Yeah. Is that
Welcome.
true?
Let's give her
Thank you. Thank
just
you.
the stars. A brisk round of applause for Marcy. Welcome to our house.
Thank you.
You're going to have a wonderful time here.
I have no doubt.
It's a whole spontaneous thing. Now let's greet our two players over here, Angelique Weathersby and Fern Casher. How do you do?
How do you do?
Let's get acquainted. Angelique, tell us about you, please.
Hi, Jean. I'm a nurse in Redlands. I work in the intensive care unit. I just got back from Mazatlan, Mexico, and I had a really good time.
Really? What'd you do down there?
I did some snorkeling, and I ate out at a different place every night.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Take my pulse. Well, she knows how to do it. She is a nurse. Okay. Now let's get acquainted with Fern.
Well, I'm a singer, and I'm originally from New Jersey, and I'm going to make a terrible wife because I hate to cook and sew.
Well, that's being very candid, and she's telling the whole world about that right now. What sort of things do you sing?
Songs.
Fred will do the jokes. You do the no.
A live
You
one.
do contemporary stuff? or-
Yeah, everything you hear on the radio.
Okay. All right. We'll tune you in sometime, Fern. Now, you won the toss, Angelique. That means you go first.
I'd like A, please.
All right. You've got it. Harry said. He said, this $20 bill is a fake. Instead of Andrew Jackson, it's got a picture of blank Jackson. No help from the audience. Let them figure it out themselves.
Just stick it in, babe.
Angelique. Harry said this $20 bill is a fake. Instead of Andrew Jackson, it's got a picture of blank Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, famous baseball player. What did you say?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what?
I had Reggie, and then I changed it to Michael Jackson.
You scratched out Reggie and put Michael. Well, I tell you, you thought of the really good two answers to this question here. There may be others. I don't know. Fred?
Well, Ollie,
What?
I certainly thought it'd be a good answer, and I did the same thing that she did, see? I wrote down an answer, and I crossed it out. First I wrote Jesse, then I wrote Michael.
So, she's still looking. What do you say?
Gosh, I was in my dressing room trying to walk backwards and make it look like I was going forward. And
Why were
you
you
know
doing
what was
that?
on my mind.
Yes.
Michael. Jackson.
Well,
can
Reggie
I
is
say?
what Angelique wants there. Give her Reggie, would you?
Sure, why not?
Reggie
Oh,
Jackson.
thank you.
Okay, Marky, instead of Andrew Jackson, it's got a picture of Reggie Jackson, according to Angelique. What do you say?
I'm so sorry.
Michael Jackson. All right. And what do you got?
Michael.
Nidra has Michael. Boy, would you have done well with Michael. Wow. You would have had 5. All right, but you got 1. That's good.
Nidra used to date Michael Jackson as a man.
Oh,
Nidra
yes.
used to date Michael. How was he?
Well, better than nothing.
All right. Fern, this is for you. Elwood the Undertaker used to work in a laundry. When you die, he doesn't put your body in a coffin, he blanks it. Understand? When you die, he doesn't put your body in a coffin, he blanks it. It's because he used to work in a laundry.
Oh, yeah.
Ready on the top? Put it in the slot, Fred. Thank you. Fern, here we go. I guess yours is not in the slot yet, is it?
Over the hump.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Well done.
All right.
Over the hump and just
You're
stick it
going
in.
to get 40 lashes for that in my dressing room after the show, Marky. Elwood the Undertaker used to work in a laundry, Fern, and when you die, he doesn't put your body in a coffin, he blanks it.
He puts it in a washing machine.
He puts it in the washing machine. He blanks it. What other things do
vicious
laundry
crowd.
people do?
Bleaches it.
He bleaches your body. What else? What else?
Cleans it.
He cleans it. Well, anyway, there are any number of things. Okay, Audrey.
that.
When you die, he doesn't put your body in a coffin. What does he do to it?
I said he washes it.
He washes it. All right.
It wasn't so bad.
One for Fern. I guess that happens in a laundry. Fred?
Well, Rochester, I was thinking about bones, you see, and bodies,
Oh.
so I said bleaches it.
He bleaches it.
Right.
Bleach the
Laundry, you
bones.
see.
Right, of course. They do that in a laundry.
This audience is left over from an old concentration game, I think. I'm not sure. It washes it. Boo, you stink, we hate you. You know? But we love you, and I said washes, Fern. I'm sorry.
Washes. All right, 2 for Fern. Elwood the Undertaker used to work in a laundry. When you die, he doesn't put your body in a coffin. He...
I thought there was an inventive thing to do to a body. He starches it.
Very good. Another good possibility. Do you have one of the good possibilities, Marky?
Well, I thought the same thing. If it wasn't stiff enough, he'd starch it.
He'd starch it. All right. Hello, Nidra.
He quick dries it.
He quick dries it. So there we are at the end of round 1. 2-1 is the score. A tight game going here. Round 2 coming up in a moment or so. But now we have this for you, if you please. Now here we go. Round 2, if you're ready. I'll push the button. Fern, you're ahead. That means you have to go first.
Hey.
Hey, Regine.
Bill said to nearsighted Ned. Remember those words? Bill is speaking to nearsighted Ned. He said, "What are all those horrible marks on your face?" And Ned said, "When the phone rang in the kitchen, I answered the blank." Offers some
Rayburn?
interesting possibilities.
I don't get to write.
You don't get to write because you matched in the previous
Just get to
round. You don't
relax.
play because you matched in the previous round. One more time. There you go.
That's a nice suit.
Thank you very much. Would you
I
like
looked,
to
I
feel the
looked for the
material?
dark gray.
Yes.
I couldn't find it.
This is called Banker's Gray.
Banker's gray.
It's as
This
close
is
as-
called pimp gray. It's an interesting color. Good to be
Good.
back, Gene.
Fred's just about ready, so we come over here to Fern and put it to her. Bill said to nearsighted Ned, "What are all those horrible marks on your face?" And Ned said, "When the phone rang in the kitchen, I answered the blank."
Waffle iron.
Waffle iron.
Wish I thought of that.
You didn't think of that? That's a pretty good one.
Fantastic.
Well, I said that...
There are a couple of other good ones. You may have it.
Yes, well, I said he answered the popcorn maker. You see. Bing, 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 bing,
Right,
bing,
bing, bing, bing.
face and all the in and out more.
Speaking of nifty looking dress, I mean, I love the collar bar you're wearing. I'm wearing one too. And look at his. I've never seen one like that. Isn't that nifty?
Oh, yeah, that's
With the
that's
chain?
real cute. He used to live with Richard Simmons, though, I think.
And I want to tell you something, and that's why the popcorn maker is so important to your home. And let's get with it. And 1 and 2 and 3.
All right, now we come to you, John.
Oh,
What are the
I was having
horrible
such a
marks
good
on your
time
face?
watching them,
When the
yes.
phone rang in the kitchen, I answered the blank.
Yes, well, I answered the waffle iron. Don't you love it?
You're up to 3 now. Hello, Marky, darling.
And I answered the waffle iron.
4 for Fern. 4 for Fern. Nidra shaking
And
her
I
head.
answered the blender.
The blender.
That's a good one. That's a
That's good, Nidra. That'll put some scars on your face. A perfectly good response. Now, Angelique, let's see if you catch up to Fern with this. Hey, did you hear that Evel Knievel just made his strangest jump yet? Strange.
Oh, you're stuck.
Who asked you?
Not as strange as that response.
He went to the worst part of New York City and jumped over 10 blanks laid end to end. You don't think that was strange? That was strange. Okay? All right. Here we go. Did you hear that Evel Knievel just made his strangest jump yet, Angelique? He went to the worst part of New York City, and he jumped over 10 blanks laid end to end.
Muggers.
10 muggers. Yes.
Great.
There are a number of good possibilities here. Mugger is a possibility, not a great one, but a possibility.
Well, I didn't have one of the great possibilities, both of mine. I changed from garbage cans to junk cars.
To junk cars. Well, you see a lot of those in New York. They abandon them.
Being that I grew up in New York City and it now looks like East Berlin in many parts of the city.
No, only in the South. Only in the South Bronx.
I went back there last week and I said hi to somebody and he went, "Umuso Nagada." I said vacant buildings.
Oh, vacant buildings.
See.
Oh, that'd be
Landlords
tough.
left.
Able to leave 10 vacant buildings in a single
I
time.
think I have a good answer.
You have a good answer.
I'm not from New York, but I was in New York. I asked the guy, you know how New York is. People aren't real friendly, and people come up to you.
Slowly they turn.
Never mind. I'll just go on with my answer. I had to put muggers. I mean,
You had to put muggers.
Thank
oh, thank you.
Okay. 4-2 the score now, Angelique. All right, you lay out. And how about you, Marky? What have you got
The
for us?
worst part of New York City, right? The worst
Yes, the
part.
worst part.
Bums.
Bums. Very good answer. Excellent. Hello, Nidra.
Police cars.
Police cars.
I love that answer.
Well, there'd be a lot of police cars in the worst part of New York City, I
There
suppose.
should be.
Where are we now? 4-2. She's still ahead. You got another round to catch up, and that'll happen right after this happens. Here we go. It's the third and final round for these two ladies. Fern, you're still ahead, 4-2, so you have to go first.
I'll stick with A.
A it is. You had that all along, haven't you? Maurice said. He said you get some weird requests being a taxidermist here in Hollywood. Just last week, I had to stuff Joan Rivers blank.
I'd love to
Only
write.
2 people play. You don't play, you don't play.
I don't get to write.
And Nidra are the only 2 who play this round because all the others matched in the previous. They're very good, Nidra. You got the idea there. He's got the idea.
Stick it in there.
We come over here to Fern Casher.
Take it away, Uncle Gene.
Morris, thank you. You get some weird requests being a taxidermist here in Hollywood. Just last week, I had to stuff Joan Rivers blank.
Wait.
I love her, but her mouth.
Her mouth.
Good answer. Good answer.
Well, she kids herself, doesn't she, about having a big mouth?
Yeah, well, she knows. Yeah, she does, and she's always, Elizabeth Taylor would probably have made the same request. But she works with David Brenner a lot. David and Joan work a lot. You know what's really stupid?
What?
Stuff the mouth.
Her mouth.
Right.
All right, Fern, you're up to 5. Hello, Nidra.
Hello, Gene.
How are you?
I don't know.
You look good to me. I love
You've
the
been spoiled.
yes. I love the knot on the top of your head. Is that all your real hair?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it comes down, clear down here.
Oh, don't show, no show and tell. Just show us your answer.
Bra.
Stuffed her bra.
She's always complaining about
That was the other good possibility. Mouth and bra were the 2 good answers there. Now, Angelique, you need 3 to tie and 4 to win. You can do it. Don't give up, Angelique. Think and listen carefully now. The people in Low IQ Village are so stupid. I think that's an improvement, don't you? Yes. Here's how stupid they are. The biggest business in town is a do-it-yourself blank parlor. All right, Arsenio and John are the 2 who do not play. The others do.
I don't mind not writing the
cards?
square burn.
Yeah.
I just want to be here.
Audrey, are you ready?
No, well, yeah.
Well, no, yeah, well.
Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Now we may have your answer, if you please.
Could you repeat it one more time?
One more time. The people in Low IQ Village are so stupid, the biggest business in town is a do-it-yourself blank parlor.
The only thing I could think of is a beauty parlor.
Do-it-yourself beauty parlor. Well,
Yes,
that would be
but that's
difficult,
not
wouldn't it, to do your own hair? That's one possibility. What did you say?
I said a beauty parlor.
Beauty parlor.
See, I told you.
I couldn't think of anything else either.
Really?
See, you just follow your first thought.
All right, you need 2 more to achieve a tie. And let's see what happens here now. Fred.
Well, I'll tell you something.
What?
That sounded like common sense to me. I come from a town, it is the lowest IQ you've ever heard in your life. Golly. We had a do-it-yourself breathing parlor.
A breathing parlor.
Breathing.
All right, now you must match the 2 remaining ones, Angelique, to stay in the game. And they are Marky and Nidra. Marky, may we see yours, please? She's looking for beauty parlor.
Massage.
Massage parlor, so that means Fern Casher wins the game.
That's good.
All right, we congratulate you. Hang around here. I'll be with you in a moment or so. I want to say goodbye to Angelique.
Thank you. I had
Pleasure
a lot
to-
of fun.
Good, Angelique. We're going to send some gifts to you. Many thanks for being here on Match Game. Angelique Weathersby. There she goes.
Thank you.
Here you are. Congratulations to you. Now we're going to switch to Hollywood Squares. We're going to bring in 3 more celebrities. Look at the set we're bringing in here for those 3 celebrities. There are 3 places. And I'm going to trade places with the host of Hollywood Squares. That's this fellow right here, John Bauman. We've got lots more excitement coming your way, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Sierra online action games and a home computer. Includes Frogger and the classic space game Threshold. Designed for family fun, furnished by Sierra Online. And now, it's time for more of The Match Game. Hollywood Squares. Our win from Days of Our Lives, Sean Stevens. From Goodnight Beantown, Jim Starr. And Blake Clark. And taking over, the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
And we'll be right back. You come back soon.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
Thank you, Gene Wood. Thank you. Okay, welcome everybody to the second half of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, and we have with us Fern Casher, who made a clean sweep of the Match Game contest. She is now ready to move on. We also have 3 brand new celebrities, Sean, Blake, and Jim.
And he's got a frog. He's got a frog.
Yeah, I see that. Sean, you know, we haven't really been on the air a whole long time yet, but you are the first celebrity to appear on Hollywood Squares with your own frog.
Probably be the last.
Is there an explanation for this, or?
Catches flies.
Well, actually, it's good luck. He goes with me everywhere. I have a collection of these things, and this one brings good luck to.
How many frogs do you have, Sean?
I have, at last count, around 1,000.
1,000. And where do you get them from?
I get them from people. They send them to me, and my relatives, my grandmother.
I love when my grandmother sent me frogs, John, I tell you.
My name is Kermit the Frog. They never send me people.
He actually came here. He wants a kiss from Audrey. Who knows what will happen?
That's right, he's my handsome
Well, I guess the
prince.
moral of this for everybody at home is to keep those frogs and letters coming in. And now, Fern Casher, let's play Hollywood Squares. Now, we have kind of an unusual situation today. Our defending champion was here for 5 days, which is the legal limit. Therefore, we have a new player with us. However, she is not, in fact, so new. Her name is Lori Gauze. She was a contestant earlier, and in fact, a champion earlier. She won for 2 days, and on her 3rd day, there was a bit of a problem. There was a bit of a question, in fact, about one of the questions. It may have affected the outcome of the game. Therefore, we have invited her back. And she is with us today once again to play Hollywood Squares. Good to see you again. And we're going to play Hollywood Squares until you hear the time's up bell. Whoever is ahead at that time will be our winner. Goes on to play our super match for up to $30,000. Now, our first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that either of you captures. Our champion gets to start. Lori, you're in the champion seat. That means it's your privilege. Pick a star.
Okay, let's start with Gene Rayburn.
Sure, let's start out with Gene.
Gene.
Yes, sir.
Who sits on emperor penguin eggs until they hatch? The male emperor penguin or the female?
Well, it's the female that has a larger, thicker layer of adipose tissue.
Oh, I'm so impressed.
Which she does not have. Stand up and show them that you have no adipose tissue on this body. You notice?
I'm not a female penguin.
Yeah. You're a female, though. Isn't she a female, fellas?
Yeah. She's sighting.
So therefore, because she has to fish in those very cold waters, it's the female who gets the food, and it's the male who sits on the eggs.
What was the question again?
Beats me. Okay, Gene says that it's the male emperor penguin who sits on the penguin eggs until they hatch. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to agree.
It is the male emperor penguin, and you are right to agree. You get the first square, and you get $25. Okay, Fern, your turn to try to get on the board. Pick a star for me.
I'm going to pick Arsenio.
Yeah, right on. That's a good choice. No, really, because people recognize me from this game. You know? Last week I was in Atlantic City, and a guy walked up to me and said, "Oh, you're the comedian?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Nipsey Russell, my God." Go on, John.
Nipsey. Arsenio. I was the guy. Which contains more phosphorus, Arsenio? A box of 100 kitchen matches or the average cook?
It's the average cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says,
More.
the average cook has more phosphorus than a box of 100 kitchen matches. Agree or disagree, Fern?
I'll agree.
Yes, it is the body of the cook. You were right to agree, and you get the square.
No, John, no, really, because that was unfair, because I majored in home ec. Really.
1X and 1O. Lori, pick a star for me.
Sean, please.
Sean Stevens.
Okay, are you ready? He's ready.
I think one of your
people in
frogs got
pain
loose
out there.
here.
They think the frog is a hunk, Sean. I think that's... Oh, no, bad luck.
Okay.
Sean,
Yeah.
according to Dr. Joyce Brothers,
Yes.
the average man thinks about it almost 6 times an hour. Is it money or sex?
Excuse me, I'm going to consult with Lucky here.
Ribbit.
He says, yeah, how'd you know? No. He says sex.
Okay, so Sean's frog says that the average man thinks
I didn't
about...
say that, Grandma. Excuse me. It's the frog.
The average man thinks about sex almost 6 times an hour. Agree or disagree, Lori?
I'll agree.
Yes, it is. Sex 6 times an hour. You're right to agree. You get the square.
It's definitely a... No, I can't say that.
That's right, you can't
Your
say
frog sure knows his men, Sean. Okay. Fern, make your move.
Audrey to block.
Aha. You get this, you do block. However, if you miss this one, Lori will win the first game. Audrey,
Yes.
there are bulges in your bra.
There most definitely are.
My 6 are used up.
How did they get there?
There's a long time left to this hour, isn't there? Okay, Audrey, there are bulges in your bra. Does that mean the cups are too big or too small?
No.
You might want this for some help.
There are bulges in my bra.
True.
That's what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
okay.
It's one's bra.
What do you mean,
Okay,
lumps? You mean lumps?
Lumps or bulges?
Bulges.
Bulges.
That's it. Yeah.
That's a natural condition.
Yes, okay. That means...
I think, yes, it's bulges beyond the usual. Does that mean the cups are too big or too small, Audrey?
I would say they're too small.
Okay. Fern, she says that bulges in your bra means the cups are too small. Agree or disagree to block?
I will disagree.
It does mean that they're too small. No, she should have agreed. Your opponent gets a square and wins our first game. Okay, Lori, you're up to a good start. You got $175 so far, $25 for you, Fern, but don't worry, there's plenty of time in this hour left. We'll be back, you'll be back too.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Now, back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Hey, thanks. All right, our next game is worth 200 smackers and $25 for every square that you capture. The last game was won by Lori. That means Fern gets to start this one. Pick a star for me.
Jim up in the corner.
Jim Stahl.
Is that his last name, up in the corner?
I did this. I came on the show so that people would know that it's me and not Ed Begley Jr.
Okay, Jim Stahl. Begley Jr. Jim Stahl, who produces more milk in a day? Got choices. Your average nursing goat or your average nursing woman?
You know, it's so hard to choose anymore when you want a lot of milk. I think, and I read a lot of Field and Stream, so I know about this thing. The average, it's the goat, because it sounds like a trick question, but it's the goat.
Okay, Fern, he says that your average nursing goat produces more milk than your average nursing woman. Agree or disagree? In one day, yeah.
I'll disagree.
It is your average nursing goat who produces more milk. You should have agreed with him. He knows. He reads Field and Stream. Okay, your opponent gets the square.
And a goat looks nice in a white dress.
Thank you, Blake.
Nursing.
Lori, pick a star for me.
Nidra, please.
Nidra. Which came first, Nidra? Silly putty or polygrip?
Well, there's really only one I'm interested in. You see what I'm saying? Silly putty or polygrip. I'm going to say silly putty.
Okay, Nidra says that silly putty came before polygrip. Agree or disagree, Lori?
I'm going to disagree.
Polygrip, in fact, came before silly putty. You're right to disagree, and you get the square. Okay, Fern, pick a star.
Arsenio to block.
Once again, if you miss this one, Lori wins another game. Okay, Nipsey, Arsenio. According to Julia Child, what is the proper wine to serve with Kentucky Fried Chicken? A Chardonnay, a Beaujolais, or the cheapest wine you got?
I once had MD 2020 and a biscuit with my chicken. I would go with the cheapest wine you can find.
Okay, Fern, Arsenio says that with Kentucky Fried Chicken, you should have the cheapest wine you can find. Now, agree or disagree to block?
I will agree.
It is a Chardonnay. No, you should have disagreed. Your opponent gets the square and wins another game. 3 in a row. 3 X's in a row, 2 games in a row. You're up to $450. Nice going. 25 for you, Fern. Don't worry, there's still time. We will return after these messages. Okay, we're going to start a $300 game. You get the privilege of starting this once again. Fern, pick a star.
Blake?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, Blake.
Yes.
Who was Playboy's first Playmate of the Month? Was it Marilyn Monroe or Maxine Wells?
I think it was Ronald Reagan. Oh, that wasn't one of the... Who was it? Oh, I got a frog now. Wait, he's going to tell me. Okay. No, it was Marilyn Monroe.
Okay, Fern, he says Marilyn Monroe was Playboy's first Playmate of the Month. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It was, in fact, Marilyn Monroe. No, you should have agreed, and your opponent gets that square. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. Okay, Lori, pick a star for me.
Okay, Sean.
Okay.
Sean Stevens once again.
Sex up.
Which came first, Sean? Alka-Seltzer or America's first pizzeria?
Okay. That's cute.
The name brand Alka-Seltzer? Or a generic kind of Alka-Seltzer?
Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah. The United States' first pizzeria.
Okay, he says that America's first pizzeria came before Alka-Seltzer. Agree or disagree, Lori?
I'm going to agree.
The pizzeria came first. You were right to agree. Yes, you get the square. 1895 for America's first pizzeria. 1931 for Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, and Alka-Seltzer came the next year after the pizzeria, by popular demand.
How did they know, like, Sammy Davis Jr. wasn't making Alka-Seltzer someplace on the side and nobody knew about it, you know? I mean, never mind.
Okay, Fern, make your move.
You stall to block.
Once again, you missed this one. Lori gets another game. You knew that. Jim, you're at a dinner party and you see a bug crawling on your salad.
You call for the frog.
Call Sean.
And I get the frog.
According to Amy Vanderbilt, should you ask your host for a bugless salad, or should you just quietly squish the little guy in your napkin?
Well, that or say you're on a diet. I think that you're supposed to squish it very politely and discreetly with the napkin and scream, "Murderer, murderer."
Okay, Fern. He says you should just squish the little guy in your napkin if you see that bug in your salad. Agree or disagree?
Then eat it.
I have no manners. I will disagree.
You should just quietly squish him in your napkin. No, you should have agreed. Your opponent gets a square and wins a third game. 825 to 25. Okay, we're going to clear the board and move on to our next game. This one is worth $400. Fern, you get to start once again. Pick a star.
I will go with Sean and the lucky frog.
Yes.
They like to go with
love
Sean
that
as well,
frog.
apparently.
It's unbelievable.
Sean,
Yes.
you've just taken up jogging. According to Cosmo, you are likely to have a temporary change in your sex drive. Will it increase or decrease?
While you're jogging.
I firmly believe that it will increase.
Okay, Fern, he says that your sex drive will increase if you take up jogging. Agree or disagree?
I will agree.
It will decrease. You should have disagreed, and your opponent gets the
never
square.
run nowhere. I never run nowhere.
All right, Lori, she is helping you out, but you got to make a move on your own now.
Okay, Nidra, please.
Nidra Voles. Your new man mentions a dress in a store window that he thinks you'd look good in.
Could I?
How long has it been since you've had a new man, though, Nidra?
Oh, it's been about 39 years, I guess, something like that. It's a long time. It's longer than married life, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Well, imagine you had a new man, and he mentions a dress in a store window he thinks you'd look good in. According to Cosmo, should you rush right out and buy it, or does that make you look too anxious?
Well, if he thinks I look good in it, I'd go out and buy the little sucker.
Well put.
Okay, Lori. Nidra says you should rush right out and buy the little sucker.
I agree with her.
You should rush right out and buy the little sucker. You're right to agree, and you get the square. All right, Fern. Pick a star.
Fred to block.
You know, if you miss this one, Lori will win another game.
What does she care? She got $25.
I have to remind you, it's part of my job.
Buy a cup of coffee with that.
Before he made it as a rock star, Fred, was Chuck Berry a male nurse or a hairdresser?
What?
Before he made it as a rock star, was Chuck Berry a male nurse or a hairdresser?
I don't know. I honestly know that Richard Nixon is going into rock music. He is. Here is Richard Nixon in his salute to Rod Stewart.
Transitions.
If you like my body and you think...
Ask me a question like that. Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah. The only thing about Chuck Berry,
Yes?
before he made it as a rock star, was he a male nurse or a hairdresser?
I would say he was a male nurse.
Okay, Fern. Fred says that Chuck Berry was a male nurse before he was a rock star. To block, agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
He was a hairdresser. No? You should have disagreed. Lori gets the square and wins another game. Lori, you're on a tremendous roll, and that bell means that time is up. You are once again our champion, Lori Gauze. Good going. Wow. $1,300. Okay, you know what to do. Go over there, join Gene Rayburn, get set for your shot at the big money. Nice going. Fern. Yes, you did get one right. You have $25. Yes. Yes, Gene.
This poor lady has done so badly here. I was just going to contribute a couple of bucks to the cause. There you are.
I'll chip in, Gene. I'll chip in.
$25 for capturing a square. $2 from Gene Rayburn. He'll tell you later what you owe him for that $2, Fern. But you have our thanks. You're a good player. You're a good player. You just ran into a tough opponent. Thanks for being on Match Game Hollywood Squares. And now the man who just gave up his last $2, Gene Rayburn.
Hey, John, here we go. Congratulations once again to Lori. Nice to see you again. We'll be back with these beautiful people and a go at the big money for her right after this.
Now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you very much, Gene. Here we go. Now, Laura, you've been here before. You know how this goes. She, at this moment, has $14,175. But right now in the super match, she could win up to $30,000. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's have a go at it. We polled a recent studio audience and got their best response to this. Blank Landers. Now, the top answer is worth $1,000. The second most popular answer is worth $500. And the third, $250. Now, you may call on any three of our 9 beautiful people here to assist you in suggesting answers. Who do you want to call on first?
Let's try Audrey.
Let's try Audrey.
Okay. I would say Ann Landers.
You would say Ann Landers.
Absolutely.
All right.
How ironic.
Okay, John.
Well, somebody's got to do it. I'll say Audrey Landers.
Someone has to do Audrey Landers, certainly. Why not you, John?
Blake.
Hello, Blake.
Hello.
How is it up there?
Gee.
I got one.
Well, give it to
Tell
him,
me.
Arsenio. Give it to him.
Oh, yeah. Judy Landers.
Yeah.
Judy Landers,
That's her
Audrey's
sister.
sister. Right. So we have the Landers
Thanks,
family
Arsenio.
and Ann. Those are the three.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
at this point, you may choose one of. What's that?
She had a really cute one.
What's yours, Nidra?
I had Laplanders.
Laplanders. The people who live in Lapland are Laplanders. What are you lapping at? All right. Audrey, Judy, or Ann is your choice, or one of your own. What is your pleasure?
Let's go with Anne.
Let's go with Ann. Okay. Let's find out if Ann is up there, and if so, where. We'll begin at the bottom and reveal the $250 answer. Judy Landers is there. All right, what do you think is under the next one, audience? Audrey? All right, let's slide the $500 response. You're right, audience. It is Audrey. So that means Ann Landers is on top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go with a $1,000 answer. Yes, it is. Very good. All right, Laurie, now you have $1,000. You're going to play the head-to-head match with any star you pick. Now, each star has that number in front, a hidden number, a 10, a 20, or a 30. If you pick a star with a 10, we multiply your money by 10. One with a 20, we multiply by 20. And there's one star, and only one up there, who has a 30 in front of him or her. And if you choose that one, we will multiply your $1,000 by 30, which means you'll be playing for $30,000. That's easy to figure it out. All right, it's time to choose a star. Make your pick.
Audrey.
Audrey, all right. Would you grasp the tab in front of you there and pull it vertically in? Oh, there you go, with a 20. Very good.
20.
A 20. That means you're playing the head-to-head for 20 times $1,000 or $20,000. And I will get the question. And I will put it to you. And Audrey, you write your response to this, and she'll give a verbal answer after you've finished. Here it is. Good luck to you. No help from you, please. Blank Candy. Blank Candy, C-A-N-D-Y. Are you ready? Would you put it in the slot, please, so your light lights up? There we go. Audrey is ready, Laurie. It's up to you to match her now for $20,000. What do you say? How do you fill in that blank? Candy.
Oh, I'm blank, but I'll go with lots of candy.
Lots of candy, and the audience is groaning. All right, what would you have said? Cotton candy? You like cotton candy?
I love cotton candy.
Not anymore.
Audrey?
I said cotton candy.
Oh, cotton candy.
The audience wins $20,000.
Give the
All
audience
right.
the money.
Give the audience a nickel, Bobby. Now listen, you picked up another $1,000. That means at this time you have $15,175. How about that? Good for you. We'll be back in a moment or so, right after these messages. Here we go. Very quickly right now, we want to find out which celebrity had the big 3-0. John, would you take your place? Everybody grab the tab and pull right now. Who had it? Jim! Jim Stahl had it. Well, there he is. Big 3-0.
I had it, but I took penicillin.
Listen, we'll see you tomorrow. Ready? Yes. We'll see you tomorrow, too.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I'll be here tomorrow.
We'll see you
for
tomorrow.
The Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour and all of these 9 celebrities. Join us tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.
So long.
A member of our studio audience will receive Benris Citation Super Thin Quartz watches, yellow gold tone case with black dial and jeweled crown, furnished by Benris Watch Company. Because an answer was heard from the audience, a question was discarded and the program edited. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.